Welcome back to the channel. So last time we made a PS5 video of best games to play on PS5 in 2021, and so today we are making Xbox video of best Xbox Series X and S games to play in 2021. But before we start, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for maximum pure luck for the whole week. So let's get into the video. Number 5. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Following on from the critically acclaimed Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is another fantastic chapter in the sumptuously detailed 2D platform game. What you get here isn't just a generic platformer, but an open world based in a forest made up of multiple regions, styled to come alive in 2D. The game is full of attention to detail, from the way background art shifts as you move Ori through the world, to the creepy movements of enemies. And it's all punctuated by a soaring music score that almost tells a story by itself. This game already ran well on the Xbox One X, but on the Series X, and indeed the Series S, Ori and the Will of the Wisps will run at a super smooth 120 FPS. If you have the hardware to take advantage of the frame rate, as it's part of Xbox Game Pass, there's very little excuse to miss out on Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Number 4. Sea of Thieves. Have you ever wondered what it might be like to fill the boots of a semi-cartoon pirate sailing the open seas with 4 fellow shipmates, plundering islands and sinking other ships just for the sheer joy of it? If the answer is yes, then Rare Sea of Thieves is the game for you. What started out as a bit of a thin experience on the Xbox One and PC has matured into a much deeper game full of secrets, including a gigantic kraken to take on. The optimized version for the Xbox Series X will run at 4000 and a smooth 60 frames per second, making the whole experience plain sailing on Microsoft's new flagship games console. Number 3. Forza Horizon 4. What do you get if you combine the leafy, quiet countryside of Britain with high-octane supercars and hot hatches? The answer is Forza Horizon 4, an open-world racing game based in the land of tea and quiet tutting. As a flagship 4K game for the Xbox One X, Forza Horizon 4 runs even smoother on the Xbox Series X, with it easily hitting 60 frames per second. And the game looks even better too, with boosted reflections, shadows, and particle effects. The latter is particularly noticeable when you overcook a corner and go flying off into an impeccably farmed field or flowing river. Forza Horizon 4 was a stellar racing game on the Xbox One, and now it's even better on the Series X. Even though the Forza Horizon 5 is already out, we can't ignore the Forza Horizon 4. Number 2. Gears 5. It could be argued that when Gears of War 4 came out, the Gears franchise was running out of a bit of steam, at least on the single-player side. But Gears 5 is a triumphant return to form for the series. Naturally, it comes with flashy cutscenes full of the bombast one expects from a Gears game. But it also dips its toes into the realms of horror, teasing out a creeping dread between bouts of frenetic action. The fundamentals of a Gears game are still present, with the satisfaction of nailing a quick reload still tickling the action game glands. Gears 5 is also a very pretty game, as in bite the back of your hand pretty. The extra power of the Series X ramps up the texture and shadow details, as well as adding a form of light ray tracing. Running at 4K with a pretty stable 60 frames per second is basically the only way to play Gears 5, and it's on Xbox Game Pass, so you can get a hold of it easily. Number 1. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the latest entry in Ubisoft's long-running historical action or stealth series. This time around, you'll take control of Ivor, a Viking warrior, who must establish a new home for his clan in the wilds of medieval England. All of the usual Assassin's Creed activities are here, scouring the countryside for quests and treasure, hunting down Templar agents, building up your arsenal of stealth and combat tools, and so forth. But this time around, you'll also build a settlement in a longship and raid monasteries, as any good Viking should. On Xbox Series X, Assassin's Creed Valhalla loads quickly and aims for a steady 4K 60 frames per second performance. Not only is the game gorgeous, but it runs seamlessly and never makes you wait long to jump back into the action, whether you're fast traveling across the map or retrying a difficult combat encounter. Thanks for watching, and if you missed the PS5 video, check down in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.